Welcome, crypto fam, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. In today's show, I'll be sharing the latest technical analysis. We had one hell of a correction here today, but already back above 97,000. Also, this is interesting. Charles Schwab has MicroStrategy listed as a strong sell and an F rating. Can't make this ish up. Also, $1.5 trillion group, BPCE subsidiary, gets the approval to launch Bitcoin and crypto investment services to 35 million users in France. And quoting Max Kaiser, adding Bitcoin to El Salvador's strategic reserve is the #1 priority of President Bukele's economic policy. The goal, increase the Bitcoin per capita ratio for all Salvadorans to the highest in the world. Bitcoin is the only true wealth of a nation. We'll also be discussing Bitcoin ETFs hit a record 671.9 million of outflows in one day, as well as El Salvador buying 11 Bitcoin only a day after reaching a deal with the IMF. We'll be breaking this down for you as well as the Bitcoin Reserve Act may end crypto's 4-year boom-bust cycle, as well as Macau Vende Pop says Bitcoin could surge another 400%, ultimately to $500,000 per coin. For this bull run, I'll be breaking down his timeline, as well as Cathie Wood, Foresees startup M&A surge as 1 million Bitcoin under Trump. I'll be breaking this down for you. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market, all this plus so much more in today's show. First and foremost, let me know if you can see and hear me clearly. I'm back in my home studio here in Puerto Rico, so I'm going to do a quick check. As 1 million looks good on my end, but let me know to confirm. It just feels good to have a gong again. You know what I mean? Let's hit that mo freaking gong, shall we? Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Now the bull resumes. We got the gong. Shout out everyone in the live chat. Good to see you, Oracle. Crypto Surge in the building. Shelton, Emilio, Passive, Chris. Just managed to buy another Bitcoin. Massive congratulations. Everyone stacking the biddies. Well deserved. Officially on vacation. Good to hear that, Surge. Enjoy the vacay. Bounce back up 5,000. That's what I heard. I heard we were 92 this morning. 92. And we're already up 5 Gs. The crash is over. Yes, we got the gong back. Light up the chat. We're sounding good. I appreciate it. I hope we'll not celebrate 80,000 at the 100,000 party. That's pretty funny. But I'm going to go ahead and pin the stream at the top of the X profile. I am streaming live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. We should be good. Good. It's already pinned, fam, so you guys will notice up there. Shout out everyone in advance for the reposts. Dankness, Surge, you guys are the bomb diggity. Much appreciated. Shout out Adam Taylor, just reposted your brother. Little proof of work action, Jackson. Chandy 10 Music, the one and only brand new music video and song we're going to premiere later on the Rumble. The most phenomenal music video she has produced yet, hands down. So I'm excited for that one. The brand new track, My Dog Sank My Bitcoin. It's a banger. So thank you guys. Yep, bought some earlier. Well, congrats, Shelton. Congrats all the hodlers doing your thing. It don't matter if Bitcoin goes up or down. You continue to buy forever, Laura. People are buying Bitcoin who wouldn't before the whole Bitcoin level. I am a witness. That's the sign that things are about to soar. Well, send it.
Oh my gosh, it's finally almost here. JV is going to talk to us. Crypto news is near. I can't stand waiting. There is no debating. I waited all day, maybe I need a life, but Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JV.
Welcome everyone to the live stream, another early show. FYI, tomorrow we'll be back to the normal afternoon time, which will be 3 p.m. Eastern. I spent the week in Florida, so we were streaming early there as well. Just got back to Puerto Rico last night. Feels good to be back at the home office. Give it up for your new chairman of the SEC, the Nibbinator, the one and only, holding it down. Shout out everyone in the chat. Mr. Bone Daddy, Merry Christmas, family. Corrected to 92. Imagine saying that a year ago. I know. We corrected to 92. Feels beautiful, actually, saying that, Owen. I appreciate you sharing. Another 100,000 pump watch tonight, potentially. Let's do it all over again. Deja vu. Where'd you get your hat from? This particular hat comes from bitcoincaps.net. Sergio gets the exclusive hookup. He produces all the caps for Max Kaiser, Nayib Bukele, and he always hooks it up. So show him some love. Let him know JV sent you. BitcoinCaps.net. If you're liking the camo, it's a great gift for the Christmas season. My alter ego, Bitcoin Hierophant, stopped by. What's a Hierophant? But I just switched back to Satwise. Good to see you, Satwise. Oh, yeah, it's Christmas week here coming up. 5 days from Christmas. Holy moly. I'm such a dork singing along to the intro music. You're not alone. We all sing along. Hurry, JV. You feel me? We can blame Chandy for that one because that song lives in your head rent-free 24/7. There you go. Thank you, Oracle. BitcoinCaps.net. Camo was the hat JV wore on December 4th when it hit 100,000. Never forget. That's right. This is the magic hat. This is going to usher in Bitcoin to a milli. How do you like those apples? Good morning, Ray. Good to have you here with the fam. Welcome, everyone just joining us in today's live stream. Keep it real as always. Thank you, Casper King, just reposted you. Shout out JC Ice. Good to have you here. We are live. Get in here with the chat. That's right. This is live and interactive. We stream 7 days a week. Even when I'm on vacay, I'm streaming. Right? I streamed every single day, even when I was traveling. Even on my airport days in the plane, I streamed like before I hit the airport, right? So I didn't miss a beat this week. I'm proud. I missed spelling the 108 as I was at Walmart, saw 108. But when I got home, it was 100. Word. Maybe I need a life. 92,000 got gobbled. Yep, real quick. 5,000 swing. Amen to that. 100K back in play. The charts are looking bullish. We'll be pulling up some of the live charts here shortly. I'm going to break down all the latest things you need to know in the headlines. Happy TGIF. Thank you, Eric the Red. Just reposted you, brother. Keep the comments flowing. Just feels good to be back. Let's get one more gong strike to send this mofo back above 100 G's. We're going to get a nice strong thrust here. Here we go. Woo! I like it. So there you go. Good morning. What's crack-a-lackin'? Welcome, everyone just joining us. But anyways, let's kick it off. If you're new to the channel, important to smash the likes, hit the bell icon. Half the people that watch are not subscribed. Then hit the bell icon, turn on all notifications, and receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, 7 days a week. Just like this, even when I'm on vacay. But anyways, today's pod is episode 1854. I'm your host, JV. It's December 20th, 2024. Bitcoin corrected this morning all the way down to 92. We're right back above 97 on the cusp of retesting 100. 108 is currently price discovery level, and we'll be back before you know it, especially considering we just struck the gong. But anyways, family, let's kick it off with our market watch as we do each and every day. As you can see on your screen, Bitcoin in the red, only down 3% of the day. Ether down 6%. Many of the alts correcting and in the red. Checking out coinmarketcap.com. The current crypto market cap sits at $3.34 trillion. The Bitcoin market cap is $1.93 trillion. We got $361 billion of volume in the past 24 hours. And the current Bitcoin dominance is sitting at a sexy 57.6%. Ether dominance back on the decline at 12.2%. Checking out top 100 crypto gainers past 24 hours. We got Hype, we got Move, we got Leo. Which alts, if any, are you bullish on for the bull? Holla at your boy. And checking out the crypto bubbles. You get a visual perspective on the day. Virtually everything correcting and in the red. And it's that season. Christmas is only 5 days out, family. And zooming out on the monthly, still the majority of the coins pumping and in the green. And checking out the crypto greed and fear index, today we're 74, yesterday at 75, last week at 76, and last month at 83 in extreme greed. And checking out the time chain calendar, we have 174,397 blocks till the next halving in 2028. We're currently on block 875,603. You currently exchange one U.S. fiat monopoly dollar for 1,026 sats. So consider that a blessing. You can get over 1,000 sats per dollar. We've already seen that drop to as low as 800 and something when we hit the 108 all-time high. So stack them sats, family, accordingly. And again, welcome everyone just joining the live stream. JV live and in the flesh. I'm streaming live on X. I'm streaming live on Rumble and on the YouTube. We're going to be streaming over the course of the next 90 minutes. So spread the word. Yeah, we're all dorks. You can't short you, dork. We can't afford that. We're all dorks here except Gary Gensler. He ain't no whales. What? I'm not going to read that one. No alt season this cycle. Only memes and biddies, says Laser Cat. Word up. Shout out Jason Buck. Good to have you here, fam. Pump the likes to pump the stream. Respect. Keep the comments flowing. Bitcoin making major moves here. The correction is almost over.
No plan B needed, I have the biddy. Bitcoin is my plan A, B, C, D, and E. There is no other plan for me. I am with the bit rip through the dips, biddy. Bitcoin, it's my plan A, B, C, D, and E. I'm team BTC. Through God, Satoshi educated me. Through God, Satoshi freed me. Through God, Satoshi changed me.
And don't forget, fam, brand new song and music video is going to be premiered towards the end of the stream, which I'm looking forward to on the Rumble, so stay tuned. They not like us, especially the lizard folk. Nothing like us. That's why I got the camo hat. It's hunting season. I'm coming for you, Gary. I'm coming. But anyways, let's keep the comments flowing. Let's break down the latest technical analysis, aka astrology for the broskies. Also be pulling up some of the live charts here. This headline here reads, Bitcoin price has legs above 100 G's despite holders booking record profits. Bitcoin's recent rally, the current top is 108, roughly 108.2 on Coinbase. The chart that I'm about to show you shows entities that hold Bitcoin for more than 155 days. We consider the long-term holders. Their behavior can often reflect a shift in the market sentiment. As of December 19th, yesterday, the supply held by the long-term hodlers dropped to 13 billion compared to the local peak of 14.2 billion 2 months ago. And in the same period, Bitcoin's price has risen around 58,000 to over 100,000, indicating long-term hodlers have been selling their holdings at the local highs. Now, the Bitcoin short-term hodlers are stepping in to absorb the sell-side pressure from the long-term hodlers. Notably, the long-term hodler supply decline has coincided with the rise of the Bitcoin supply held by the short-term hodlers. The ability of the short-term hodlers to absorb the selling pressure has likely played a key role in sustaining Bitcoin's price momentum above 100 Gs. Quoting analysts from Glassnode, the proportion of wealth held by these investors has not yet reached the highest experienced during the previous all-time high cycle tops. The interpretation here is that the market may have not reached the level of euphoric fervor and saturation by speculators seen in the prior cycles, aka you ain't seen nothing yet. We're going up forever, Laura. Another useful metric to assess the state of the market is the true market deviation ratio, which measures the average unrealized profit or paper gains. And speaking of paper, shout out to Paper the dog, held by the active investors. And based on participants' profitability, this ratio helps determine whether the market is overextended or still has room to rip. Historically, bull markets tend to peak when nearly all the investor categories achieve a substantial profit. This scenario often results in overwhelming sell-side pressure as investors lock in gains while the new buyers hesitate to enter the elevated price levels. Now, this ratio's extreme band, defined as a 3 standard deviation, typically signals such overheated conditions. As of December 19th, standing at a 1.8, well below the extreme band of a 2.3, as pointed out here by the Glassnode charts. This suggests that while the profits are rising, the market has not yet reached levels of unsustainable euphoria. So Bitcoin could continue to climb even higher before the profit taken and reduced demand create the real market reversal. Bitfinex says the Bitcoin price drop will be mild. That's right. Bitfinex Exchange estimates Bitcoin correction to be mild in the coming months, stating that the growing institutional demand will eventually propel the Bitcoin price to 145,000 by mid-2025 or 200,000 in the best case scenario. And you already know my bull scenario here. Let me share some of the targets. 1.1 million in play. That's coming from JV. 2.2 million in play. That's coming from Max Kaiser. He ultimately 10x his original 220 target. So let me know your thoughts on some of that. And what I'm going to do now is read some of the headlines here. And I found this interesting. Charles Schwab has MicroStrategy literally listed with a strong sell and F rating, which is the worst you can give a stock. Is there some sort of attack against Bitcoin companies? Probably. I mean, what else explains it? How is that even legal? It's like the worst rating possible when it's the best performing stock in the market. Kind of crazy, but I just figure I point that out. I found that ironic. And also breaking news today, 1.5 trillion group BPCE subsidiary gets approval to launch Bitcoin and crypto investment services for its 35 million users. The group BPCE is one of the largest banks in France, Let's go. And quoting the high priest of Bitcoin, Max Geyser, added Bitcoin to the El Salvador Strategic Reserve is the number one priority of Bukele's economic policy. The goal, increase the Bitcoin per capita ratio for all the Salvadorans to the highest of the world. Bitcoin is the only true wealth of a nation. Preach. And let's pull up some of the live charts. Let's see how we're looking here today. Again, we did tap 92,000, which is crazy here this morning, but we're right back at 97. Here you're looking at the 1 minute chart. So we're going to zoom this mofo out from the 1 hour and we'll work our way back from there. Here's the 1 hour chart. 1, 2, 3, 4 consecutive green candles. Past 4 hours have been bullish. We do have a target in the red sitting at 1019. Again, this is on the 1 hour chart. And you can see there's a falling wedge formation, which began really yesterday. And zooming out from there, we'll check out the 4 hour chart. And this is live via trading via Coinbase. We still have the rising wedge on the 4 hour. You can see the big corrective candle we had, and we're right back virtually where we left off. We're getting close. So you already know. And zooming out from the 4 hour, take a quick look at the 1 day chart. Survey says it's going up forever, Laura. We also have the rising wedge here, and you can see the corrective red candles for the past couple of days. So let's see how we likely pull this off. I think we'll be right back above 100,000 in no time, potentially here today. Let me know your thoughts, going into the weekend here. It's Christmas week, holiday season. Checking out the weekly chart. We did get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 consecutive green weekly candle closes, which is good, but we're finally forming a red after the recent correction over the past couple of days. But the week's not over. We have till Sunday until the weekly close. And zooming out from the weekly, take a quick look at the monthly. And I must have forgot. We also still have the sexy cup and handle target in the weekly chart sitting at 124 G's. So don't get it twisted. 124 in play here in Q4. And zooming out on the monthly, you can see big Moonvember candle, and what just happened erased all our gains here in the past couple of days, but the month is young. We still got like 11 days left, virtually a week and a half until the end of the month, and putting a bow on 2024. But anyways, fam, let me know where you think that Bitcoin price action will likely take us next. I'll let you, boy. I'm going to read your comments out loud. 92 is seeming to be a strong floor. Bitcoin has bounced off of this level twice thus far. Appreciate the insights, Oracle. They're trying to short sell it, JV, just like they did with GameStop. It won't work. They can try, referring to the MicroStrategy, with Charles Schwab giving them an F strong buy sell signal, which is crazy. Now it makes sense. We can buy more. Precisely. Good evening, Ricky. Bring facts. Welcome. 1 million for the cycle peak. I'm digging it. Thank you for sharing, Oracle. 92,000 is more delicious, especially if you're stacking thy biddy. Yum, 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 nom, 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 nom. A part of the new season of the Gilmore Girls. What's that? Anything to do with Happy Gilmore? I was happy to see the dip this morning. I ate some biddy for breakfast. Shout out to the Rock Mama. Well done. I did read for the Warner Bros. Word. Warner Brother. Did you see me too? Pull back. Healthy for the bits. 100. Now we can ascend to 250 already. Game time. Hold up. We have a full moon. Oh, snap. Is it a full moon tonight, Serge? Boy in the chat is active today. Which boy is that? Oh, just that the chat in general. That's good. It's good. We got 400 people here in the stream. We're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. For those that don't know, we stream on all 3 platforms. Then after the video version of the pod is done, we syndicate the podcast on all podcasting platforms. iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, iHeartRadio. Everywhere podcasts can be heard. UAE already own 300,000 of the biddy and 11 million people. El Salvador, 6 million people. So difficult for Bukele to win the race. Well, they have the first mover's advantage. They're the first country to adopt Bitcoin as a legal tender. Good morning, JV. Shout out Dwight, JV and Lamans. Everyone hit the likes. Respect. Good to have you here. All the longs that sold off, we just ate all the biddy. Precisely. How's the time to buy? The problem has spent everything on Christmas presents. Well, if you were to stack thy biddy, you can afford more Christmas presents. Man, buy that dip. Well said, Andrew. But good morning and welcome, everyone. I'm going to check the X feed again. Reminder, anyone who reposts, comment, or quotes the stream will get posted back. I love it. Thank you, Chandy. Love Bitcoin. Your best day of the Bitcoin pod is live on X, YouTube, and the Rumble. Thank you. Shout out Diana. Best crypto news. Listen to JV. Thank you, Diana. Very kind of you. And thank you, Shortcoin. You're amazing. Rock Mama put the number one day of the Bitcoin pod is live. A little proof of work. I appreciate all the the comments and all. Thank you, Rock Mama. Just reposted you. Shout out to the East Afro King repping from Africa. TGIF, JV and the fam. Just feels good to be back at the home office. I don't got to look at the little laptop screen where I can barely read it. I got this huge iMac in front of me. It just feels good to be back. Got the gong. It's like I got my weaponry. What's a man without his weapons? Thank you, Eric. Appreciate it. Keep the comments flowing. But yeah, man. Chandy says, Serge, we have had the last super full moon of the year. I thought the last one was Hunter's moon in October, but it was December 14th, and it was stunning. It was stunning. I saw the moon when I was in Florida, and I saw the full moon. It looked amazing. I orange pilled 2 family members this week. Well done, Abel Gonzalez. They each purchased 1 Bitcoin, and they're addicted. Winning. I love to hear that. Keep stacking thy biddy.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay, what's the second best? There is no second best.
I'm not saying I'm number one. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? The point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura.
Oracle pointed out, looking like a double bottom on the 4-hour chart. Thank you for sharing. Glenn wrote, we bounced the 50-day moving average of 92. In the fourth wave within that of the ABC pattern, we likely just finished the A, now into the B, and with a C down to follow. And reminder, fam, and happy 420, 420 people on the live stream. In 3 weeks, we're going to be in El Salvador with the big guys. Looking forward to that. Full moon increased the volatility. Much better idea, Oracle. We left it all too late, absolutely skint now. My wife is like a money vampire every Christmas. We're going up forever, Laura. Precisely. But keep the comments flowing. Let's dive into our next story of the day. We got the TA done. A lot of outflows of the ETFs yesterday, hence part of the market, and I guess all the uncertainty with this alleged government shutdown manipulation sensation. But anyways, headline reads, Bitcoin ETFs hit a record 671 million of outflows in one day. A new record has been hit. That's right. ETFs faced significant sell-off December 19th, reaching net outflows of 671 million, marking the largest single-day outflow event thus far this year. According to Farside, the biggest outflow came from Grayscale GBTC, shedding 208 million, followed by ARK's ARKB, which fell 108 million. The fallout of these outflows aligned with the decline in Bitcoin's price as it hovered around 96,000, coinciding with more than $1 billion being liquidated from the market in 24 hours. Interesting. Notice that BlackRock didn't have the largest outflows because they're continuing to accumulate. Social value data showed that total net asset values of the ETFs was 109 billion as of December 19th, erasing most of the gain seen in December, which reached 121 billion December 17th. The biggest ETF outflows coincided with the drop of the Bitcoin price, resulting in a cumulative crypto ETF net outflow 732 million according to CoinMarketCap. Bitcoin dominance stood at 57%, continuing to hold the majority of the crypto market share despite the outflows. One analyst said the ongoing market decline may be short-lived, and again, we hit 92. We're already back at 97. So I agree 100%. And I think during bull cycles, that's precisely what we can expect. Very short-lived corrections. The forthcoming administration of Trump in the U.S. is expected to be pro-crypto if he follows through on the promises and helps support innovation in the industry. This expectation has seen the Bitcoin price break now the all-time high above 108, which we achieved on Coinbase. And still, while U.S. investors anticipate a 0.25% rate cut by Fed Chairman Jay Powell, imparting a hawkish outlook, while he indicated only 2 more rate cuts were set for 2025. The announcement also saw the S&P fall, potentially resulting in a knock-on effect currently seen in crypto as uncertainty replaces greed. Buy the dip mentality peaks, and you already know smart money is buying the dip. Always follow the smart money, not the stupid mofos with the cabbage hands. You feel what I'm saying? But anyways, welcome everyone again, just joining the live stream. I think the inflows will continue where they left off. Probably have a big day of inflows considering we're already back at roughly 97,000 at the time of the live. What up, Jed Golding? It's Jedi. I met you and your dog yesterday at the airport. That's right. At the airport, we were talking about Bitcoin mining. I got recognized. Good to run into you, Jed. It's an honor. Glad to be connected. And he gave a lot of compliments to Chandy when I met him. He's like, I love your show. I'm paraphrasing. But he's like, the music, I've never heard Bitcoin music until I started watching your show, and it's amazing. And he was complimenting the artist. So shout out to Chandy. Chandy 10 Music is the channel. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. We're going to premiere one of her brand new tracks and music videos called My Dog Sank My Bitcoin later on. So stay tuned. And it's an honor, Jed. Pleasure to have met you at the airport, brother. The Oracle says, start asking people what they wanted for this last Christmas. That's how I get a jump on next year. Right on. Pura Vida Romero, welcome to the stream. That's proper forward planning, Oracle. Did you read the next morning? I was in a positive move, says Bone Daddy. I met JV, but not Nipsey. Oh, that's right. Serge never got to meet Nipinator. He was with me at the airport, though. I should have brought Nipsey to see you guys. Serge meeting JV, cool too. Not as cool as Nipsey, though. The new chairman. You could be like, yo, I met the new chairman of the SEC. About to take Gensler's place here on Jan 20th. That's why we got the camo hat hunting season. Jed says, I love you guys. Well, thank you, fam. Appreciate the support. And safe travels wherever you're heading out there. I follow my government, and IMF loves it. Fasting again today. Oh, right on. What kind of fast you doing? Like a water fast? Who is Sergio that makes the caps? Yeah, Sergio. BitcoinCaps.net. He makes the caps. Just go to BitcoinCaps.net. That's the direct website. You can order them. And it's not just this one. He has fantastic selection. He has the machine. He makes all the custom caps and all that fun stuff. We are coming back up after the correction. You're damn straight. I like the way the new chairman rolls. Exactly. Everyone loves the new chairman. In fact, at the airport, he got all the attention. They just wanted to rub him, you know what I mean? Got all these massages, free massages for the chairman. I bet you nobody dares rub Gensler's head. Nobody. Water fast, right on. How long is your water fast? I know Max Kaiser does water fast every now and then as well. Good to fast sometimes in the body. I did 8 years of consistent intermittent fasting. But I stopped earlier this year just to put on some weight because I'm too thin. Support CNA through the Patreon. Thank you. Patreon.cryptonewsalerts.net. That's it. You got it. You nailed it. Keep comments flowing, fam. We're about to dive into our next story of the day. But give it up for the new chairman, the Nipinator.
Plan A, B, C, D, and E. Bitcoin's the only...
I think that's the indicator. Look at that. There's the buy signal. There's the buy signal. Thank you, Nip.
Financial plan for me. Angels in the orange. Angels in the orange. Yes, I said angels in the orange. I see angels in the cold storage. It's all in the orange. Sunrise, sunset, hope alive. Bitcoin isn't a bet you have been told. Never forget, this is your chance to change the tides and make your own sunlight. Oranges grow in the glow of a new sunrise. Live orange, get your vitamin C on. Boost your financial immune system and your life quality. Orange plan is plan A, B, C.
Well, there's the buy signal. Expect to be back above 100,000 any moment now. Shout out Clevelander, Bitcoin Boit, and the Bitcoin Truth, little proof of work. Thank you guys. Keep the comments flowing. The reposts, much appreciated. Let's continue, though, where we left off. I still got a lot of news to share with you guys. And then we'll tap into some live Q&A and premiere the brand new music video. Go Nipinator! There he is. Shout out to Gratefulness, the one and only. Good to see you here. We just got the next Nipinator indicator. So people are pretty ecstatic right now, as they should be. Next story of the day. Let's discuss El Salvador. Yeah, El Salvador buys 11 Bitcoin a day. Well, here's my understanding. They just got a big loan from the IMF. And what is Bukele going to do with that money? More than likely just buy more Bitcoin and stack accordingly. You feel me? El Salvador bought 1 million worth of Bitcoin a day after striking the $1.4 billion deal with the IMF. The country's National Bitcoin Office wrote that it had transferred over $1 million worth of Bitcoin to our strategic Bitcoin reserve. And shout out Max Kaiser and Stacy Herbert. The move broke the streak of adding 1 Bitcoin per day. Yeah, 11 is a divine number. It should do 11 a day. President Bukele announced that back in 2020. and brought the country's holdings to 5,980 Bitcoin, worth 580 million, with Bitcoin trading at roughly 97, roughly where we're at right now. National Bitcoin Office Director Stacey Herbert said in a December 19th post, El Salvador will continue buying Bitcoin at possibly an accelerated pace, because now they got the capital. Bukele's government struck a financing agreement with the IMF, which asked the country to wind down some of the Bitcoin dealings. And I'm going to correct that because I spoke with Sergio. They're going to wind down their Shivo dealings. They're not winding down no Bitcoin dealings. So don't let the FUD get to you. Sometimes they will often manipulate headlines and make you think that something is happening, which is not really occurring. They are phasing out the Shivo wallet, and FYI, even the people in El Salvador, no one likes the Shivo wallet, is the word on the street. So they're winding that down. They're not winding down Bitcoin whatsoever. But the IMF said, this is what they published, El Salvador's government-led Bitcoin activity, transactions, and purchases would be confined. Bullshit. The country also agreed to make private sector acceptance of Bitcoin voluntary. It's always been voluntary, so more FUD. Allow taxes to be paid only in US dollars. Word on the street, nobody wants to pay taxes in Bitcoin, so it doesn't have any effect whatsoever. And I got this directly from Sergio, who's from El Salvador, just FYI. And unwind government involvement in the Shivo wallet. That's accurate because Shivo is not the government wallet, as some tend to believe. It's a private third party, and it tends to suck, is my understanding. So there's plenty of alternative options, such as Jack Mallers' Strike and other, Lightning wallets. Now, a Bitcoin office spokesperson said it will keep buying 1 Bitcoin a day, likely even more in the future, and we will not sell any of the current holdings, adding that Bitcoin continues to be our main strategy. And Stacy posted this the other day. I actually read this, so I'm not going to read it all right now, but Bitcoin remains legal tender. El Salvador actually secured a $3.5 billion funding deal with El Salvador, and things will continue, adoption will continue, and things will be onwards and upwards. Herbert said Bitcoin will remain legal tender. She added that the government-issued Shivo wallet will be sold or wound down, because like I said, it sucks, and that she expected private sector Bitcoin wallets will continue serving El Salvador. I was researching best wallets in just general, like mobile wallets, and I got Exodus. So Exodus is a great alternative, and again, Strike, Jack Mallers' company as well. The IMF board still needs to approve the deal with the country, which would mark the end of 4 years of negotiations strained by Bukele's Bitcoin policies, which the IMF said put the country at risk. We all know the IMF is not our friend, right? But here's my understanding. Bukele has the opportunity to borrow a little billions of dollars, and he gets to buy Bitcoin with it and make their nation that much more wealthy. Why wouldn't they? It's not like the IMF is forcing them to stop Bitcoin transactions. That's just all FUD. Everything will continue as is. They're going to continue stacking like there ain't no tomorrow, and it will always be Bitcoin country with or without the IMF loan. So just FYI, that hat rocks. Thank you, Diana. Cop your very own at bitcoincaps.net, and shout out Sergio. Let him know I sent you. Statwise says Shivo is garbage. Defaults on chain payment, and many local people trap small UTX. That's what I heard. Nobody recommends it. So if you're traveling El Salvador, do not use the Shivo wallet. You're not forced to use it. Nobody has to use it. It's voluntary. So you can use Exodus, you can use Strike, or any other, there's a lot to choose from. I'm going to write a song just on 100,000 Bitcoin camo hat. I'm going to call it the 100K Bitcoin camo hat. I dig it. Wrote that one on December 4th, Sergio, just in time. I've been starting my nights as DJ with a Chandy 10 song. Yo, did you get a video as proof of work? You got to show us. Started putting the video evidence in the disc. Oh, shit. You're a step ahead of me. Oh, okay. Chandy, you hear that? Proof of work. Bring facts DJing, playing Chandy jams we didn't even know. Well, thank you for that, brother. We appreciate it. Love my hats. I need to now buy the 2.2 million hat, though. That's right. He now has the 2.2 million hat since max up to target from 220,000. So there's a new cap, 2.2 million. Let's go. JV, just as ripped in person, if not even more swole. Well, thank you for those compliments, Dankness. For those that don't know, I got to link up with my homie here just the other day. I think it was 2 days ago, over in Florida. We sat down, had a nice slice of pizza. Actually, the best pizza I had in the area over there. So it was actually spot on. I felt like Portnoy giving the review. It was very thin, nice undercarriage, nice and crispy. Excellent cheese, Only the finest ingredients. And we ate the whole thing. I got the proof of work. So shout out Dankness. Celebrating on the 21st for 21 million Bitcoins. Nice. I make sure to pop a Chandy. Could see it. That's what's up. I saw the first two in the Discord. Gives me longer one, please. Your speakers made my song sound good. I heard you play a little Plan A, B, C, D, E. So cool. So Fax is literally orange pilling people as a DJ. I love it. Sup to my Crypto News Alerts fam. Shout out Sailing Fishing Twins South Africa in the building, holding it down. Our local meetup group meeting every month on the 21st. Love it. That's over in Santa Barbara. Right, Moonstone? I played Jamie Tapeworm last night. That's a classic. JV Digital Chandy fam. That's what's up. But anyways, hit the likes, you bunch of degens. Thank you, JBC. But keep the comments flowing, fam, and we're going to continue. We're going to continue where no man has gone before. Let's discuss this Bitcoin strategic reserve, shall we? A Bitcoin Reserve Act may end the crypto 4-year boom-bust cycle. How about those apples? That's right. With speculation mounting that Trump may sign the executive order declaring a Bitcoin reserve. Day 1, Jan 20th, the same day Gensler goes home and gets his shine box, Nipsey. Or pass legislation to establish the reserve during his term. Many wonder if the move can lead to a crypto super cycle. Now we're talking. Cynthia Lummis introduced the Bitcoin Reserve Act earlier in the year. States like Texas and Pennsylvania filed similar proposals. Russia, Thailand, and Germany are reportedly considering proposals of their own, further ramping up the pressure. If governments are competing to secure their own stockpiles of the bitty, would we say goodbye to the 4-year boom-bust cycle of crypto prices that many attribute to the Bitcoin halving? Wow. That's actually for real too. What if we just went on a forever bull run? That's what Michael Saylor predicts. It's going to put an end to the 4-year cycles and we just stay bullish forever. It's going up forever, Laura. So yeah, the Bitcoin Reserve Act could be a landmark moment for Bitcoin signaling its recognition as a legitimate global financial instrument. Quoting them here, every Bitcoin cycle has a narrative trying to push the idea that this one is different. But this one really is different. The conditions have never been so ideal. Crypto has never had a pro-crypto U.S. president who controls the Senate and the Congress. Facts. Lummis proposed the Bitcoin Act 2024 would enable the U.S. government to insert Bitcoin into the Treasury as a reserve asset by buying 200,000 of the bitty annually over 5 years. That's 1 million Bitcoin. Virtually controlling, what is that, 2% of circulating supply? Or no, 5% of the circulating supply. Good Jesus, which could hold for 20 years. Why so bearish? If you're going to do it right, we hold for 100 years. Trump, if you're watching. Jack Mallers, founder of Strike, believes Trump has the potential to use the day 1 executive order to purchase the bitty, although he cautioned it would not equate to 1 million Bitcoin purchase. And now Dennis Porter of the Satoshi Act Fund, which supports the pro-Bitcoin U.S. policy bill, also believes that Trump is exploring enabling strategic Bitcoin reserves through an executive order. So far, Trump's team has not directly confirmed the claims. No, actually, Trump Jr., Eric Trump, who spoke at the Abu Dhabi event, pretty much did confirm the claims, from my understanding. At least that's what I heard. But you guys let me know what you think. I think it's a big, fat yes, but anything is possible until it occurs. So I want to just know your thoughts. $1 million question on everyone's mind. Will Trump establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve? Will he sign the bill, which has already been introduced? From Cynthia Lummis. Yay or nay? And if it's a yay, 2.2 million in play. If it's a nay, we still see 420 for the broskies. We're still going to 420. So we can't complain. Is it true 70% of the Bitcoin is lost forever? Yeah, it's true. I don't know the exact percentage, but ballpark, 5-6 million Bitcoin lost and gone forever. Absolutely. So there'll only ever be maybe 14-15 million Bitcoin in circulation ever. Free Ross, let's not forget. Amen. Amen. Yay, yay, yay. That's right. Let me get a yay. Let me get a yay, men. Bitcoin Strategic Reserve Act for the United States of America. Send it. Done deal. It's a done deal. Shelton on the phone. Make sure to hold it vertical. The format click right side, JV's picture should say join. That's right. You want to become a member of the channel. I greatly appreciate that. We do have memberships here. Huddle Gang. It's less than 10 cents a day. If you guys can swing it, much appreciated. We also have, a Discord. It's free to join. Discord.cryptonewsalerts.net. In fact, as soon as we announce the date and the venue for the 100K Fiesta in Puerto Rico, it's going to be in the Discord. So everyone make sure you're a part of the Discord. Discord.cryptonewsalerts.net. We also have a Patreon. You can support us that way. And we also accept tips in Bitcoin and Ether. And you'll always notice in the description below the video in the Tube and Rumble, I always include all the ways you can contribute, including everything I just referenced. And also we have a merch store, merch.cryptonewsalerts.net, which is currently in the process of being revamped by Chandy. So yeah, all those things you can do. And if you can't support us monetarily wise, the best support you can do is just smash the like, subscribe, and repost and spread the word. I'm here every day for you guys. Today is pod episode 1854. So many U.S. states will build the reserve. Precisely. Trump can issue the executive order day one along with freeing Ross, then focus on legislation, make it permanent. How do we get the membership if we don't see it on the screen? Members.cryptonewsalerts.net. I always include the direct link in the description on ways to support us. But typically, if you're already subscribed to the channel, instead of subscribe, it'll just say join. If you're not already subscribed, first subscribe and then join. But if you're already subscribed, you should just see a join button instead of a subscribe button. That's my understanding of how it works. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's how it works. Nippinator's licking himself, keeping it clean. Unlike Gary, who has unclean hands, he's sending a message to the current chairman. Because you're a disgrace, Gary. You're a disgrace. Unlike you, Gary, Nipsey's clean. But I'll leave it at that. Perfect, JV. Thank you, Oracle. Yes, it's happening. Working on finalizing the passport today. Woo, woo. Chandy's going to be joining us in Bitcoin country, El Salvador. Greatly looking forward to that at the Max and Stacy Invitational with all the Bitcoin OGs. Bring it. Shout out Shelton. I appreciate the super brother. Much respect. Let's freaking go. Keep the comments flowing. I'm gonna sip on some more Spindrift because I've missed the Spindrift. I haven't had it all week. This is my first one. And we'll continue with the news.
D&E, orange skies, endless rise, freedom flies with open eyes, ledger lines, the world aligns, no middlemen, no more confines, truth engraved in blocks of time, immutable, sublime, a full moon bright, calling to a better path, a better way. The code is law, no hands to sway or pay. Turn your brain on, get your Bitcoin, plan A, B, C, D, and E, Bitcoin's the only plan for me. Decentralized, no inflation, taking your gains.
Let's go. Next story of the day, fam. Keep the comments flowing. I appreciate it. We already got over 800 people here. You guys are blowing up the stream. Respect. All right. Next target, let's discuss 500,000 in play, according to analyst Mikhail Van de Pop. Then we'll discuss Cathie Wood's latest prediction from her recent interview. And then we'll do some live Q&A, and we'll premiere a brand new track, and we'll do an uncensored rumble today. It's been a minute. So, yeah. The headline here reads, Mikhail Van de Pop says Bitcoin could surge another 400% in the ongoing bull run and shares his particular timeline. That's right. He tells his followers on X Bitcoin could ultimately hit 500,000 in the current cycle. He uses the rainbow logarithmic growth channel curve chart, which aims to predict the Bitcoin long-term cycle lows and highs while filtering out the shorter-term volatility. Overlays of the rainbow color bands on the top of the LGC suggest the market sentiment at different price ranges, quoting the analyst here. Bitcoin rainbow chart, no diddy, shows some beautiful things. First of all, the previous top should have been way higher, as it didn't get into the extreme territory. Secondly, the longer the chart lasts, the higher the tops will be. If we get a bull to 2026, a target of $500,000 per coin, $500,000 Bitcoin price isn't bad. And here's the rainbow chart right here. No diddy. Next up, the analyst suggests Bitcoin has likely hit the near-term peak, already due to the hawkish outlook announced by the Fed. However, he says the alts may start to rip, quoting him here. When it comes to the Bitcoin price action, I think we have sealed the high for now. The good part, the alts are ready to fire off when the labor market data is going to be worse, as that's going to provide a substantial correction on the yields. Finally, the chances of a longer cycle for crypto have significantly increased. Damn straight. Altcoins are dead, he says. That's what you hear. Let me tell you something. In my Fire Marshal Bill, let me tell you something. They are not. This cycle isn't. There's so much more to come, but this cycle will be full of the surprises. A longer cycle with the higher returns for market patient participants. And there you have it. Let me know if you agree or disagree with a 500,000 price prediction, which is ultimately my bear scenario. That's my bear scenario as the cycle peak next year. 420. Am I based? Just a little bit for the broskies. But 2.2 million says Max. 1.1 million says JV. I just take the jersey and add the decimal in between the ones. Simple. They say keep it stupid simple. And look, another example. He's calling out Gary. Gary, you're unclean. You got unclean hands. How many people have you damaged as chairman of the SEC? Nipsey's clean as a whistle, licks his own butthole. Whatever it takes from this man. Whatever it takes. We are in. He licks his own bungus. I want to see you do that, Gary. I dare you to lick your own bungus. When in doubt, watch the precisely. We single-handedly brought the 100,000 pump in Moonvember. Thanks to this guy right here licking his own bungus. 500,000, send it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Oh my God. Cathie Wood still needs to hit me up to be more sexy arm candy. I accept Bitcoin unlike any other escort. Well, you're one of a kind there, Dankness. You're one of a kind. Nipsey's going all in. Yeah, he's all in. Look at that. You'll just never see Gary do that. Never. Anyways. 426.90, let's go. That's what I'm saying. But anyways, fam, keep the comments flowing. We're about to dive into our feature story of the day, discuss the latest from Cathie Wood. 1 million in play under Trump as we're watching the Nipinator indicator in real time.
Work for prosperity instead of sweating for them and buy Bitcoin. Chains broken, global economy, global ledger, global chance for everyone. Plan B, there's no need. This is the seed that breaks the greed. This is the plan that works for you and me. We don't have to work for the masked men, don't you see? Bitcoin changes the past, future, writing a new history. Be a part of the resistance. Buy the biddy or
buy the biddy. The Nipinator indicators here. It seems we're going to be back above 100,000 here any moment. So shout out to the Nipinator. Show him some love, new chairman of the SEC. And shout out Catherine Weaver, Captain Milo, CW Bath, speaking of Cathie Wood, and CBT Talon. You guys are the bomb diggity, so just reposted all of you guys. Much appreciated. Looks like the stream is blowing up on the X. We got 28 hearts and already 24 reposts. And we got roughly 900 people on the stream. We're still live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. We're about to dive into our feature story of the day. Let's go. Who's buying the Bitcoin? I got told today that we are going down to $10. So I better be prepared. I told them I would just buy more. There you go. So, new passport obtaining method in action. There is a way. That is why we were talking to Congress for me. That's what's up. But anyways, here we are. You guys ready? You ready? Mom spaghetti? Nervous, but on the surface, Nipsey looks calm and ready to attack Gensler, but he keeps on forgetting. Armageddon. But anyways, now for our feature story of the day. Cathie Wood foresees startup M&A surge with a 1 million Bitcoin price target under Trump. So let's break down the latest and greatest from the one and only Cathie Wood, as you can see right here. Shout out Cathie. Cathie, founder of ARK Investments, predicts a surge in mergers and acquisitions, which is the M&A, and will follow Donald Trump's election and expects it to support innovative strategies. In a brand new interview with the Bloomberg, Wood said the Federal Trade Commission changes could ease regulatory barriers previously imposed that stifle the M&As. Wood also reaffirmed her stance on Bitcoin, anticipating Bitcoin surpassing 1 million by 2030. And that's her bear scenario. I've heard her say 3.5 million. That was even before Trump was elected as the president. So you already know. And attributing the bullish sentiment to Bitcoin's fixed supply and scarcity compared to gold, with high expectations for the upcoming Trump administration, Cathie foresees a dual impact, resulting in a boom for the M&A among tech startups and a potential parabolic price movement driven by the reduced regulatory friction. Wood projected that the wave of the startup M&As would follow Trump's election victory, predicting a rollback of the regulatory barriers hindering the private company buyouts. Quoting her here, M&A has been prevented by the FTC. That's going to change, she said when speaking to Bloomberg Television, adding that deregulation is critically important. I repeat, deregulation is critically important. And according to the ARK Investment CEO, the Trump administration will likely create a more business-friendly environment, benefiting the venture-backed startups seeking acquisition opportunities. She anticipates a resurgence in liquidity events as buyers re-enter the market without previous regulatory constraints, allowing the market to engage more transparently and freely in price discovery for the new companies. Now, Wood also reiterated her optimistic look for the Bitcoin price, maintaining her prediction that Bitcoin could exceed 1 million by 2030. I'd say that's extremely bearish if you were to ask me, but having surged beyond 108,000 this year, fueled by the institutional interest, such as through the ETFs and due to the limited supply, Wood said that Bitcoin is becoming even more scarce than gold, because it is even more scarce than gold. They can continuously find new gold every time they look for it. In fact, Bukele just announced finding $3 trillion worth of the precious metal unmined in El Salvador. And what do you think he's going to do? Mine it and sell it for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the apex predator and all assets and commodities are going to go to zero against liability. But I digress. She compared gold and Bitcoin, stating that when the gold price increases, production goes up, as does the rate of increase in the supply of gold, a factor that cannot happen with Bitcoin. So you can say Bitcoin has true scarcity. Gold, relatively kind of scarce if they can stop finding more every time they look for it. That's exactly what I'm saying. Bitcoin's going to overtake the gold market cap, which is currently 17 trillion. You're going to see a great flipping in. And Peter Schiff, he's going to be turning in his grave if he's still alive. Who knows? Please, welfare check. Send it to Dorado, Puerto Rico. He's going to need it. The ARK Invest CEO shared congratulating the crypto industry in the U.S. after Trump nominated pro-crypto Paul Atkins to replace the current chairman, Gensler. Wood said the Fed chair Jay Powell previously described Bitcoin as a digital version of gold, which aligns with the CEO's positive outlook that the crypto market is still in the early innings. Here's one of my favorite quotes from the high priest. Gold is the poor man's Bitcoin. I'll repeat it. Gold, it's the poor man's Bitcoin. You can't afford Bitcoin, you just buy gold, Peter. Precisely what you've been doing. Comparing Bitcoin to gold, December 5th, Wood weighed gold's 15 trillion market cap against Bitcoin's 2 trillion market cap, suggesting significant potential growth for the crypto. So yeah, run the math. So if Bitcoin's market cap is currently sitting around 2 trillion, and we got to get to 15 trillion-ish to eclipse gold, that's a 7.5x from here. What happens when you 7.5x the Bitcoin price? We're talking, I don't know, is that like $780,000 Bitcoin or 750 G's? You let me know, family, and let me know your thoughts. Do you agree, disagree with ARK Invest CEO, Miss Cathie Wood? Let me know, and I'll read your comments out loud, and welcome everyone to the Q&A segment of the live stream. I'm mad at you. Gold is the boomer's Bitcoin. I like that, Lasercat. I like that. You won't have to get another passport for 10 years. Oh, that is right. Passports last 10 years. I still have my passport from 2017. I renewed my passport, so my passport's good for a few more years here. So they do last a long time, which is cool. And FYI, for the Puerto Rico party, if you're a U.S. resident, you don't need a passport. You can come with an ID. However, if you're going to El Salvador, it requires a passport. You're not going to be able to leave the country. So you need a passport. What does Andrew Tate recommend? 20 passports. Why? If you get matrix attacked, you're screwed. He also recommends 20 bank accounts in different jurisdictions. Why? If you get matrix attacked, you're screwed. They seize all your money and you can't even afford a lawyer to bail yourself out of jail. That's how the world works. And that's why we self-custody thy biddy. And shout out to the Tate brothers. All charges got dismissed and thrown out. We all knew that was frivolous lawsuit. A woman claimed some bullshit and it messed up their lives for a couple of years, and now it's all been dropped. And now they said we're not seeking their freedom because they're free. They're seeking justice. You know what I mean? So don't lie on people's names. Boomerock. Word up. Cathie Wood is going to have fun at the 100K party. She'll be in the bathtub. In the section, yeah, she'll be in the hot tub. It's a G move. Need a real ID for the U.S. citizens to board the plane. Andrew Tate is not a good role model. I like what he teaches. I didn't say he's the perfect role model, but I like that he teaches men to be manly and be alpha and embrace it. And I like that he preaches Bitcoin. I like that he preaches you can't trust the lizard folk, aka the government. And I like what he stands for. But yeah, far from perfect, so don't get it twisted. Any of the ladies here are perfect Bitcoin women now that I thought about it. You are all hot digital commodities. Oh boy. What up, what did I start? Mr. Corvette, what up, JV and family? Hope everyone's hodling. Greetings from the Switzerland. I see Cathie in the hot tub with digital dankness. Yeah, that's funny. Top G. Shout out to the Dusty Hunt. Welcome everyone joining us. Here's what we're going to do. I've been streaming for the past hour, it looks like, on the tube. So I'm going to end the tube. And if you're new, this is what we do most days. Most of the days. I stream live on YouTube, Rumble, and X. And then after I'm done with the news, we'll end the YouTube and we'll continue with the uncensored version of the pod, which is exclusive for X and Rumble. Nipsey says hello to everybody. So if you want to continue here on the stream, you're going to have to, if you're on YouTube right now, just head on over to X or Rumble because we're going to end the YouTube transmission and we're about to premiere a brand new music video about a dog that sunk the boat along with the private wallets. And it's a pretty lit music video. Chandy's best, hands down. We're about to play it and I'll kick it with you guys for the next 30 minutes. So head on over to the Rumble. Again, it's rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net. And let's get ready to rumble. And if you're on the X or Rumble, you ain't got to go nowhere. So I'll give everyone a